When it comes to tapping into wealth, one of the most lucrative markets in the world is right under your nose, the federal government. Yes, you heard it right. Uncle Sam is always shopping. From toilet paper to fighter jets, they buy it all. In fact, the federal government spends trillions of dollars annually on contracts. So if you're wondering how to grab a piece of that multi-trillion-dollar pie, stick around. This video will show you exactly how to get rich selling to the federal government. Number 10. Understand the federal market, the world's largest buyer. The U.S. federal government is the world's largest buyer, spending over $600 billion annually on a vast range of goods and services. From construction projects to IT services, defense equipment to office supplies, there's practically no limit to what they purchase. This means businesses in nearly every industry can find opportunities to sell to the government. Federal contracts are not just one-time deals. They often lead to long-term, repeat business and can be the foundation for substantial growth. Understanding how federal agencies allocate their budgets and identifying which departments purchase what is key to targeting the right opportunities. Platforms like System for Award Management and USAPending.government allow you to explore open contracts and analyze past spending to inform your bidding strategy. But remember, the government's purchasing process is complex and heavily regulated, meaning you must follow specific guidelines to qualify for these contracts. Number 9. Use set-asides to your advantage, a shortcut for small businesses. The federal government doesn't just give small businesses a fighting chance, they practically hand them the ball and say, run with it. Thanks to set-aside, certain contracts are exclusively reserved for small businesses. These set-asides include categories like women-owned, veteran-owned, and hub-zone businesses. If you fall into any of these categories, you're already one step ahead of larger competitors. Make sure your business is certified through the Small Business Administration, and you'll have access to these exclusive opportunities. It's like having a VIP ticket to the richest shopping spree imaginable. Number 8. Market research is critical. Knowledge is money. Before you can win a federal contract, you need to understand what the government needs and who your competition is. Tools like Federal Procurement Data System allow you to dig into past contracts, seeing what services were purchased from which companies and for how much. This is a goldmine of information that helps you understand the landscape, set competitive prices, and tailor your services to meet government demands. Agencies often release procurement forecasts, giving you a heads up on what contracts are coming up in the next fiscal year. Smart contractors use this data to position themselves for success before opportunities even go live. Number 7. Networking is essential. It's not just what you know. Relationships are everything when it comes to selling to the federal government. Procurement officers and contracting specialists are the gatekeepers, and building a relationship with them is key. Attend government-hosted events, such as General Services Administration networking events, webinars, or even Office of Small and Disadvantaged Business Utilization matchmaking events. These events are designed to connect small businesses with the right contacts. Even if you don't win a contract immediately, staying in touch with decision makers can put you at the top of their minds when future opportunities arise. Number 6. Make cold calls. Government employees actually pick up. Unlike the private sector where emails get lost in a flood of communication, government employees are still very phone-oriented. In fact, cold calling is one of the most effective methods to land initial meetings or get inside information about upcoming opportunities. Government workers aren't bombarded with sales calls, so you stand out when you pick up the phone. This is an underutilized strategy that can give you a competitive edge, especially when paired with thorough market research. For example, you can directly call an agency to ask about their procurement process or upcoming bids. Number 5. Get your paperwork in order. The red tape is real. Selling to the government involves a lot of paperwork. To be eligible, your business needs to be registered in systems like System for Award Management, and your Data Universal Numbering System number and North American Industry Classification System codes for your industry must be accurate and up to date. But the paperwork doesn't stop there. Every contract comes with specific proposal requirements that must be followed to the letter. This means providing detailed descriptions of your capabilities, past performance, pricing, and sometimes even technical drawings or detailed plans. A small error in your paperwork can disqualify your bid, so be meticulous. Number 4. Pricing it right. Compete without cutting yourself short. Winning a federal contract isn't just about being the lowest bidder, although that helps. You need to strike a balance between being competitive and ensuring your pricing still allows for profit. Use tools like Federal Procurement Data System to see what previous contracts were awarded for, and then price your services accordingly. The federal government evaluates bids based on a combination of price, past performance, and technical capability. A well-written proposal combined with a competitive price makes you a strong contender. But remember, if your price is too low, you could win the contract and lose money fulfilling it. Number 3, partner up. Collaboration beats competition. Partnering with other businesses is a powerful strategy to boost your chances of landing government contracts. When you partner up, you can leverage the strengths of another company to meet more stringent or complex contract requirements. For example, a smaller business might team up with a larger established contractor as a subcontractor, allowing them to participate in larger projects without bearing the full burden of responsibility. This also allows you to access contracts that might be too big for your company to handle on its own. You can also form a joint venture with another business where both companies share the workload, risks, and profits equally. Teaming up can also open doors to set aside contracts that require specific capabilities or certifications. Strategic partnerships often improve your credibility and the quality of your proposal, making your bid more attractive to federal agencies. Pooling resources, sharing expertise, and creating a stronger value proposition. Partnerships can help you gain a competitive edge, reduce risk, and enter markets you might not be able to penetrate alone. Number 2, follow-up is key. Build relationships, not just contracts. Following up after submitting a proposal is a crucial, yet often overlooked, part of building long-term success in federal contracting. Whether you win or lose a contract, it's important to request feedback from the contracting agency. This debriefing can provide invaluable insights into why your bid succeeded or failed, helping you refine your approach for future opportunities. Government agencies appreciate businesses that stay engaged as it demonstrates your commitment and professionalism. Beyond debriefs, continue to nurture relationships with procurement officers by staying in contact and offering updates on your business's new capabilities or services. Regular communication keeps you on their radar for future contracts, especially when they're seeking reliable vendors. Building these relationships can lead to repeat business, as agencies tend to favor vendors they know and trust. In this way, federal contracting becomes more than just a one-time transaction. It's about cultivating lasting partnerships. Number 1, stay persistent. Rome wasn't built in a day. The federal government doesn't just hand out contracts like candy, it's a long game. Success in federal contracting requires persistence. You may not win your first, second, or even third bid, but each submission teaches you something new. The key is to keep refining your approach, stay engaged with decision makers, and continue improving your proposals. Over time, your efforts will pay off. Federal contracting is not just a quick route to wealth. It's a sustainable, scalable business model that, once you crack the code, can lead to long-term financial success. Federal contracting is not a get-rich-quick scheme, but it is one of the most lucrative avenues for businesses that have the patience and persistence to navigate its complexities. With the right certifications, a keen understanding of market trends, and a laser-focused approach to targeting government needs, you can carve out a substantial revenue stream. From mastering the art of cold calling to understanding the importance of follow-ups, each step of the process brings you closer to that elusive contract that could change the trajectory of your business. So grab your paperwork, pick up that phone, and get ready to tap into one of the richest markets in the world. Thanks for sticking around to the end. If you learned something new about how to get rich selling to the federal government, smash that like button and hit subscribe for more tips on boosting your business. Don't forget to drop a comment if you've got any questions or stories to share.